Okay, so we've got this really interesting article. Listeners have shared 19 ways to manifest a relationship using the law of attraction.
Yeah, it's quite detailed.
Exactly. And what we want to do in this deep dive is, really get under the hood, understand the core ideas here, the practical steps it suggests for attracting love.
Right. It also touches on the law of attraction itself, its background.
So let's get into it.
Absolutely. It's funny how this concept really popularized back in the early 2000s with The Secret. You
Oh
know,
yeah, the movie, the books, it was huge.
it was. And it still resonates, especially for things like finding a partner. The basic idea, like the article says, is your thoughts, positive or negative, kind of shape your experiences.
Positive thoughts lead to positive outcomes, negative to negative. Simple enough on the surface.
Sort of. And the article notes it's even looked at academically sometimes. How focused intention might link to achieving goals.
Right, that mind-body connection or intention-outcome link. But for relationships specifically, the article makes a pretty bold claim, doesn't it? That this law can directly help you find love. How does it explain that?
Well, the connection it draws is interesting. It suggests that by um, deliberately cultivating positive thoughts and really believing you deserve love,
You kind of set the stage.
exactly, you put yourself in the right emotional space, the right mental space to actually receive love, to be open to it.
That makes sense. If you're constantly thinking, oh, it'll never happen for me, or stuck on past hurts.
You create walls, right?
Oh,
Unconsciously, maybe, but they're there. So the law of attraction here is framed as a tool to shift that internal stuff.
okay, so that ties straight into the article's very first point. Look inwards. It says the biggest block is often, well, us.
Yeah. It really emphasizes healing old wounds, working on self-worth, genuinely believing a good relationship is possible for you.
It's like foundational work. You got to clear the ground before you build the house.
That's a great way to put it. And once that groundwork is laid, the next step it highlights is clarity, being really specific.
Specific about the partner you want.
Yes, not just, I want someone nice, but what does that mean? Physical traits, sure, but also emotional qualities, psychological makeup.
Huh.
What clicks for you?
And it suggests actually writing this down, getting really clear on that ideal picture.
It does, making it concrete. That act of defining your desire is presented as like a key first move in using the law.
Okay, so you define it, but then point three throws a curveball asking this difficult question.
Ah, yes. That one's really
It
thought-provoking.
basically asks, okay, you know who you want, but are you the kind of person they might be looking for? Ouch.
Yeah, it requires some real honesty. It's about that reciprocal nature of attraction. Your ideal person probably has their own list, their own standards.
So you need to check yourself.
Sort of. The article prompts an honest look. Finances, health, social skills, whatever. Are there areas you could, level up?
Not about beating yourself up, though.
No, not at all. It's framed as self-improvement.
Hmm.
Becoming the person who naturally attracts that partner you envision. More proactive than just wishing.
I like that. It's empowering, actually. Okay, so inner work, clarity, self-assessment. What's next? How do we make this more external?
Right, so it moves towards more tangible actions. Point 4 talks about getting physical by making a vision board.
Ah, the classic vision board. Pictures and stuff.
Exactly. Taking those mental ideas of your partner or the relationship and finding images that represent them, putting it all together.
So you see it regularly, like a reminder.
Precisely. A visual anchor for what you're aiming for. The article even says, use bright, exciting pictures. Make it vibrant.
And it also suggests writing down those desired attributes again and sticking them on the board.
Yeah, combining the visual with the written word seems like a way to really drill it in, engage different parts of your brain.
Okay, so that's the physical representation. What about reinforcing it mentally?
That leads into visualization and affirmations. Visualization is about closing your eyes, really imagining life with that person.
Like daydreaming, but more focused.
Exactly. The article gives examples like, hearing their laughter on the beach, a quiet dinner, breakfast in bed, engaging the senses.
Feeling it like it's real.
Yes. Making it a sensory experience in your mind. And affirmations are those positive statements you repeat.
Like, I am attracting my ideal partner.
Stuff like that, yeah. Or, they love and adore me. The idea is repetition helps install that belief, rewires your thinking towards expecting success and love.
Okay, internal shifts, visual anchors.
Yeah.
How does this translate to how you actually are day to day?
That brings us to cultivating the right energy. Self-care is a big part of this in the article.
Taking walks, getting enough sleep, maybe a pedicure. How does that help manifest a partner?
Well, the thinking is when you take care of yourself, you feel better. You radiate more positive energy, which is naturally more attractive.
Makes sense. You're putting your best self forward.
And just fundamentally, good self-care makes you healthier and happier, which is essential for any long-term relationship, right?
True. You need to be okay yourself first. And this extends to who you hang out with.
Yeah, big time. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people, friends who lift you up, encourage your growth, believe in you, not energy vampires.
Avoid the Debbie Downers, got it. Your environment matters.
Hugely. And, moving outwards again, the simple act of being cheerful.
The power of a smile, the article really emphasizes this.
It does. Being approachable, making people feel comfortable around you, radiating warmth. You never know who you might meet, so.
Be open, be positive, and then it suggests actively seeking out new places, new people, exploring new audiences.
Right. Stepping outside your comfort zone. If you always go to the same pubs, maybe try a business networking event or an art class or a lecture.
Mix it up. Increase your chances of meeting different types of people.
Exactly. And engage when you're there. Don't just lurk in the corner. Talk to people.
Be proactive, which ties into the next point about making new friends.
Yeah, it suggests that your ideal partner might even come through a new friend. Expanding your social circle naturally extends possibilities.
And it emphasizes activities that stimulate you, right? Like hobbies, learning, not just scrolling social media.
Yes, things that promote personal growth. Chess club, volunteering, mentorship programs, having meaningful conversations. It makes you more interesting, more well-rounded.
Which, again, makes you more attractive to the kind of person you likely want to attract. It all connects back.
It really does seem to. Then there's gratitude, the gratitude journal idea.
Writing down things you're thankful for each day, how does that fit in?
The article suggests that focusing on the good things you already have signals appreciation to the universe, making you sort of a magnet for more good things, including love.
Shifting focus from lack, I don't have a partner, to abundance. Look at all the good in my life already.
Precisely. Cultivating that abundance mindset. Then, interestingly, it does mention social media.
Oh, as a tool for manifesting.
Yeah, it even cites a stat, something like 12% of American adults met their spouse online. So it suggests using it strategically.
How so?
Joining groups or communities lined with your interests, engaging meaningfully there. Not just endless swiping, perhaps, but actual connection.
So, using online spaces to broaden your reach, too. But then comes the tricky one. Letting go.
Ah, yes. Trusting the process. This seems crucial in the law of attraction philosophy.
Releasing the need to control how it happens when it happens.
Exactly. Having faith that the universe, or whatever you believe in, is handling the details and the timing.
There's a bet.
There's a but. It balances this with inspired action. You don't just sit back and wait after setting your intention.
You have to act on opportunities.
Yes. Be open. Say yes to that party invitation. Try that dating app if it feels right. Join that new club. You have to participate in your own life.
So it's intention plus trust plus action.
That seems to be the formula presented. It's active engagement combined with surrendering the outcome.
Okay. Towards the end, the article sums things up nicely. It mentions 3 core laws and 5 steps.
It does. Just to kind of crystallize the main principles, the laws are basically like attracts like.
Your energy attracts similar energy.
Right. Then nature's abundance, the idea that there's plenty of love and happiness to go around,
Versus scarcity.
and unwavering desire, keeping that focus strong and consistent. And the 5 steps are,
Know what you want, ask for it, intend it, visualize it, feel it like it's real.
and then the final step, let go, trust.
It's a neat summary. And the big question the article asks at the end, does it actually work for finding love?
And its answer is pretty clearly yes, or at least that applying these principles can work.
By focusing your energy positively, being optimistic.
And crucially, by combining that mindset shift with taking actual real-world action. It's that blend.
The inner game and the outer game working together.
Seems to be the core message. And it ends with that nice little reminder to keep your heart and eyes open.
Yeah, stay receptive. So applying these ideas could really change how someone approaches finding a partner.
It definitely offers a structured, proactive framework.
Okay, so for everyone listening, as you think about these 19 steps, maybe the final thought to chew on is this. Beyond just following a list, what unique qualities do you already bring to the table in a relationship? What makes you wonderfully you? And how can you keep nurturing those parts of yourself while staying open to how love might show up, maybe in ways you don't expect? Something to think about. Thanks for digging into this with us today.